up, everybody? What's going on? You may notice something different today in the kitchen. I'm trying a little something out. Just testing out some different ways to shoot this stuff. I find that oftentimes, I don't know, I don't like how it looks, so I'm trying other stuff. You can feel free to let me know if you absolutely hate it or if you want me to go back to filming it this way straight on, but I thought this could be kind of fun. It's brighter, like you don't have the dark refrigerator in frame. But since you asked about my shirt, I did just go to the Chapel Roan concert. It was the last concert on her tour and I got this shirt. I got some of her merch. Obsessed with it, obsessed with her. If you don't listen to Chapel Roan, what are you doing? Anyway, so the concert was great. I've got all of her songs stuck in my head. It's a feminine phenomenon. Lucille loves that song. It's a feminine phenomenon. It's a feminine phenomenon. Today, I was feeling some cozy vibes because it rained for the first time since the last time it rained in LA, which was a while ago. I love the rain. I'm an East Coast gal. And as I'm going through TikTok, I've just been seeing recipes recommended to me on Instagram and TikTok that just look so delicious. And I'm like, I always try the crazy ones. You know, I always try the wild ones that are like kind of fun. Some of them are good, but most of them it's like, okay, I'm never gonna do that again. But what about these delicious ones that just look like elevated? Like, why don't I try those ones? So we're gonna try some cozy, delicious recipes that I found online. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe because it's the beginning of the video and I don't normally say that till the end, but why not? Try it out, see what happens. Also, if you haven't checked out our podcast yet, go check it out. All the links are in the description. We're having a lot of fun. For the first recipe, we're going to be making this delicious cabbage tahini dish. Now, cabbage is just so healthy, so any other way that I can incorporate cabbage into my life is a win. I love it in soups, but I don't often make it like as a center point of a dish, so I think this will be a cool way to kind of let the cabbage express itself. The first thing we're gonna do is we're gonna cut up this cabbage. We wanna keep the core of it intact, so we're gonna slice it into 8 wedges. Oh, it's so satisfying to cut into cabbage. We want the core intact because we want it to hold together. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we can do that. Okay, yeah, the core is important to hold this together because you want this instead of like this, which is gonna fall apart, but it's okay. All right, so now we're gonna take these over to the stove, which is right here for once, so that's exciting. And we're gonna bring it to a medium heat. So now what we wanna do is add in 2 tablespoons of unsalted vegan butter and 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. And we're gonna go ahead and let that kind of, the butter and the oil spread out, melt down. Celebrate good times, come on. And we're gonna put 4 of these slices of cabbage in there. And we're gonna be braising the cabbage, so we're gonna let it get nice and golden brown. So I'm gonna try it on like a medium-low heat, and we're gonna give it around 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes on each side until it's nice and golden.
5 minutes later.
Should we take a little peek under the hood, see what's going on? Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Not on my shirt! No! Okay, as upsetting as that was, this cabbage smells delicious right now. It's looking really good. Oh, it is getting crispy though. Look at that though. Oh, I almost forgive you, you little freak. But I don't fully at all. Now this cabbage it's all ready to come out. So we take it out. We're gonna set it aside once again. I'm choosing not to worry too much about it like falling apart. Look at all these beautiful cabbages. These charred, do not drop this, Merle, but look at this. Wow, is that in focus? Not even a little bit. Come focus here. Cool. Now we're gonna pop 2 more tablespoons of olive oil in our pan. Got some diced yellow onion. We're gonna pop that in there. Now these are starting to look nice. They're crisping up, they're getting translucent, and then we're gonna add in our garlic as well. I'm gonna let them crisp up just a tish more. This is already looking really good. I'm excited. In the meantime, while we're waiting for that to cook up, I'm gonna go ahead and mix together some sake, miso, tahini, and they used honey, but I'm gonna use maple syrup. All right, now we're gonna mix this up. This is a lot of like flavor blasts. I don't use miso nearly enough in dressings. I need to work on that. I also only use miso for soups. I love soup, in case you can't tell. Holy, that is powerful. A flavor combination that you make, and when you give it to people and they taste it in something, they're like, oh, you're one of those cooks. You're a cook that cooks, figures stuff out. You're the kind of cook that like knows chemistry, you know, which I'm not. Okay, so now we're gonna add our cabbage back into the pan. What, sweetie? I'm talking here. I don't like when you interrupt me.
This time for Africa.
Why don't you do that on camera?
This time for Africa. Where's my straw?
Oh, sweetie. Well, I don't know where your straw is. Did you find it? All right, so we're gonna add our cabbage back into the pan, and then we're gonna cover it with a can of chickpeas that I strained, and then we're gonna pour this flavor blast over the top. Now, bringing this to a boil is interesting to me because I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to boil miso. Whatever, it's still probably gonna taste really good. Okay, so we're gonna let it come to a boil and then we're gonna lower it to a simmer, and that's when we're supposed to cover it up. This is not ideal. I would much rather be sustainable and use a proper lid instead of disposable aluminum foil, but desperate times call for desperate measures. I'll try to find the lid that fits this, okay? I will reuse this aluminum foil in the other recipe. Okay, looks great. All right, I guess I'll see you in 25 minutes. It smells amazing. It's been 25 minutes. Ow!
Oh.
Don't ever forget that steam is hotter than water. Yeah, I think that's right. Whoa! Wow! Damn!
Smells tart in here.
Smells tart?
Tart, yeah, like lemony. Look at the little dog staring at me.
Sticky little nugget.
Oh, big stretch.
I haven't even tried it yet, to be honest with you.
So what's meant to be?
What is it meant to be? It's just meant to be a dish. Do you like cabbage?
Yeah, nah, actually no. No. I'm
You
sure it's
will.
gonna be delicious though.
Okay, well then keep that in mind when he gives his review.
This is true.
All right, so I haven't tried it yet either. Maybe we try it at the same time. Cheers.
That's very good. I like it.
And you're not even a cabbage person.
Or chickpea person. I'm gonna give this a solid 7.74.
Oh, you know what I just realized? I was supposed to add more dressing on top, but I don't think it even needs it. That's so healthy. That's like so much protein. I'm glad you like it.
I like it.
Would you eat the rest of it?
Yeah.
Enjoy it. Well, that was a success. I'm very happy with that. Off to a splendid start. It tastes very elevated and very fancy and expensive, but overall it's actually a not too expensive meal. I'm really impressed with that. That is really delicious. I think I would give that like a 9 out of 10. Well, that's the first one down. Let's move on to recipe number 2, which by the way will be tomorrow because I am very obsessed with a game called 7 Days to Die right now. If you don't watch me on Twitch and you want to, you should.
Where?
I'll put the link in the description. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new time for me to cook, and I'm feeling good. Check it out. I caught myself. I think this one is gonna be delicious. I am also just such a hardcore soup girl. Soup girl to my core. You know what I mean? It could be 20 degrees Fahrenheit, soup for me. 80 degrees Fahrenheit, soup for me. 50 degrees Celsius, soup for me. 0 degrees Celsius, soup for me. I love soup. So I'm really excited about this one, and it looks so healthy. It's a roasted cauliflower and sweet potato soup. Let's go ahead and let's make our soup. Okay, so actually what we should do right now is preheat our oven to 425 degrees Fahrenheit. That is 218 degrees Celsius. You're welcome. So the first thing we're gonna do is get our cauliflower. Oh my God, classic freaking cauliflower, dude. This is why I often don't work with cauliflower or cabbage, okay? I love them both very much, but here's the thing. They turn on you. They're strange girlies. Like one day you see them in the fridge and they're looking super cute and fun and slay. But then one day later you run into them in the fridge and it's like they just switch on you super fast. Case in point. And I don't like that. They've been spending too much time with avocados. Anyway, also I hate that they individually wrap these so much. It's such a waste. But I'm not gonna waste the cauliflower just because it looks like this. Okay, I'm gonna trim off the weird parts. We wanna cut this up into like 1-inch florets, which something like this would probably do the trick. That looks good. You can really just break them off, honestly. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and season our cauliflower florets. We're gonna put some olive oil. Here I've got a mixture of smoked paprika, thyme, and ground coriander. We're gonna put that in. And then just some salt and pepper. Okay, now we're gonna go ahead and mix this up. Wanna get that all nice and as evenly dispersed as you can. Can be tricky with cauliflower because it's like not the easiest thing to stir, but once we got this in a good place, I'm gonna go ahead, let my oven preheat, and I'm gonna spread this on this grill here, put this in there. So we're gonna let these bake for about 30 minutes. Now we're gonna head over to the stove. I'm gonna get a medium-low heat going, and we're gonna add some more olive oil in there. And we're gonna add 1 medium yellow onion in there. And we're gonna add just a pinch of salt and saute that up until it gets nice and soft and a little translucent. Okay, this just died on me, but we back. The mama's tradition. Okay, now we're gonna add in some fresh sage that's nice and chopped up, like so. Looks really good, smells even better. And a lot of garlic. All right, we're just gonna stir that up until it gets nice and fragrant in here. It's gonna start smelling real good. Now we're gonna add in some sweet potatoes, some good old-fashioned vegetable broth, and we're gonna once again use that same spicy concoction of the ground coriander, smoked paprika, and the thyme, and also a bay leaf. Oh, I almost forgot the beans. The beans? The special beans. I let him go. I didn't know he'd stolen my beans. I was watching him crawl back over the wall. And well, that's another story, never mind. Seriously, the beans. Fashioned cannellini beans. Now this does not look like enough stock to me. I feel like I need to add more. And we're gonna bring it to a boil. And once it comes to a boil, we're gonna reduce that to a simmer, cover it up, and let that chill, simmer away for like 20 minutes. It already smells really good in here. I'm excited about this. I'm not gonna burn my mouth like I always do. Oh my God, this is so incredibly delicious. The sage and the sweet potato, they've got a dance going on. And it's like dancing with the stars in this bowl, but in a really good way. And then you got the roasted cauliflower that's bringing that roasty umami flavor to the picture. The fresh sage gives it so much, so much. I mean, also using like 8 cloves of garlic, you can't go wrong there. The smoked paprika brings just a little bit of heat. It's got the beans, it's got the broth. It would have been too powerful if we had only done 4 cups of stock with this. And you could feel good about eating like 8 bowls of this because it's so healthy. I'm gonna give it another 9 out of 10. I don't care. I would actually probably add dumplings to this, you know, just because I just want to add dumplings to everything. But anyway, let's let Arya try this. He's not as much of a soup girl as I am, but he eats a lot of soup because I make a lot of soup. So he's a bit of a soup squirt. Soup expert. Some soup for you.
Nothing incriminating on the screen, I hope.
No.
This looks something hearty that I'd be eating after a hard day in the mines.
What?
In the mines. That's good.
Eat more.
She's threatening me with that tone. It's not the best soup you've given me. I won't lie.
Really?
You've made much better soups. You're on your own. I won't lie.
Why do you not like it?
No, it just tastes.
Do you not like
fine.
sweet potato?
Well, you know, in general, and I say this to her all the time. I always say I'm not a big soup person, so already like it's hard for me to like a soup. 6.2. What'd you give it?
Like a 9.
You love soup. That's the thing. I don't think I've ever gone to a restaurant in my entire life and I've ordered a soup.
Are you saying the soup's not that good compared to other soup?
That you've made me.
So my soups are better.
Yeah, she's smiling. She likes that. Your soups are better. The one where you put chili oil and stuff in it.
It's not spicy enough for me. I will say that.
Yeah.
I think I will knock my rating down to an 8.5. All right, so this last one is a mega viral recipe that honestly very seasonal. It's these adorable apple donuts using puff pastry. I never realized until recently that most puff pastries that I have been like using before I was vegan are just naturally vegan. In fact, the only reason I decided to do this one is because it was so viral and because it seemed pretty simple and straightforward and I don't have to make the dough from scratch because I hate working with dough. 11 million views this video got, so there's something to it that people like. So we're gonna use organic sugar because that's how you know it's vegan. All right, we're gonna add some cinnamon. Mix that up. There we go. We're gonna preheat our oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's 180 degrees Celsius. Okay, so now I wanna get my puff pastry sheets. Okay, so I defrosted these sheets. I can just kind of press this out with my hand and it should be all right. Yeah, that'll make it a little warmer, easier to work with. Okay, now we're gonna slice these up into like inch wide strips. We'll start with this first one and see what we think of the width, and then we'll take what we learned to the next batch. I'm gonna set these guys aside to chill for a minute. Let these guys hang out over here. I'm gonna take these nice juicy apples. We're gonna cut these like so. Oh boy, this is kind of scary. Let's go like that. Okay, now I don't have cookie cutters. Like I said, I don't like to bake, okay? Don't judge me, it's just the way I am. What can I use? What can I use? A shot glass? Will that cut through though? It worked, people, it worked. Dip, mush, flip, smush. And now I'm gonna take one of these strips and I'm gonna just seamlessly wrap it around the apple. I think it's gonna certainly take a few of these to wrap all the way around, and that's okay. Maybe stretch these out just a little bit. Even just let gravity do the stretching, you know? Just a little bit of a struggle here, but that's okay. We're almost there. Oh God, I'm making a mess here. Okay, this is losing points. It's losing points for stress and annoyance. Oh my God, I hate this. That's as good as you're gonna get. Get some non-dairy milk. And we're gonna just brush a little bit of it over the top. You can honestly just use your finger. We're gonna bake this for like 12 to 15 minutes. Well, she is out of her mind if she thinks I'm doing 4 apples worth. That was 1 apple. And I feel like I lost like 5 years of my life in stress. Am I being dramatic? Yeah. Wow. For all the complaining, I have to say this looks pretty darn good. Like, look at the flakiness. Look at the crispiness, the crustiness. Actually, I don't know if crustiness sounds good. But in the video, she covered it with like caramel. I'm not a big sweet tooth. I'm actually more of a savory person, so I'm gonna go just having it straight up. I found that 350 degrees was not enough. Well, that is delicious. Okay, that's really good. It tastes amazing, okay? And it's pretty quick, but it's a little bit of a pain in the butt. So I won't be making this all the time. I probably would make it for the holidays for like a last minute Friendsgiving. I'd give it 8.5.
Oh, that looks delightful. I love apple pastries. I like that a lot.
Really?
I'm keeping this plate. This is mine now. I like the puff pastry. I like the sugar. I like that this comes from nature. 7.82.
That's not very high.
That's high.
Okay.
I think it's just the quality of the apple. Apple's a little too tart for my liking.
Well, all things considered, today was a success. We had a 9, we had an 8.4, and an 8.5. That's really great. Like, it's amazing to leave one of these videos with not just 1, but 3 really delicious recipes for you guys to take home and to try out. If you like these more straightforward recipe videos, I'm happy to do them. I like looking through TikTok and seeing things that catch my eye. Or if you have other ideas for other stuff you want me to do, send them my way. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you had fun. I hope you felt the cozy vibes among the chaos. And I hope you found something that you're gonna try. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It helps so much more than you know. And let me know which one you wanna try or which ones you're going to try. I hope you are enjoying your holidays, whatever you celebrate, however you celebrate. And with that, I guess I bid you adieu. I'll see you on the next one. Bye. Oh, you're such a goddamn good lover. Crying at the nail salon. I'm so sick of all I love. The beans? I almost forgot the beans. I don't want your beans. How is it you stolen my beans? Over the wall. It's a feminine phenomenon. It's a feminine phenomenon. And the bitch go on and on. Let me sing.